Every day, we strive to preserve traditions that have spanned generations.
Around every turn of the bayou, Mother Nature reveals unique people, places, and experiences.
And the bounty of animals and fish. Well, in Louisiana, we just call that lagniappe. I'm Don Dubuque.
I'm Chris LeCoq.
I'm Captain Martha Spencer. Join us as we document the adventure,
sportsmanship,
and heritage that make us Bayou Wild. This year we wish a very happy birthday to the CCA STAR, the statewide tournament and anglers rodeo. It's been around for 30 years, hard to believe, but it's still going strong, in fact stronger than it's ever been, and we encourage people to participate in this rodeo because not only does it provide a lot of fun, opportunity to get out on the water, but it's also a great conservation effort.
This is what you're looking for, red tag. You know, we produce the yellow tags as well for the tagging program. The red ones win you trucks, travel trailers, and boats. So this is what you're looking for. We're going to tag it and put it back in the live well, and then we're going to put it out in a place that everybody can get to.
Sign up for the CCA STAR Tournament today and celebrate 30 years with bigger boats, bigger engines, and more ways to win. There's a division for everyone. Catch a tagged redfish, win a truck. Catch the biggest speckled trout, win a boat. Catch a yellowfin tuna, win a golf cart. Plus a special youth division. And you can even win by just signing up. Don't go fishing without your STAR ticket. Visit ccastar.com to sign up today.
Welcome to White Oak Estate and Gardens, home of my distillery on Jones Creek. In the grist mill, corn is ground, then poured into the copper stills, filled with water and yeast added. Days later, still water bourbon is placed into charred oak barrels where it ages. Likewise, raw brown sugar and water blend to create our still water rum. Purchase these boutique vintages exclusively at White Oak.
If you're lucky enough to bag a deer or a hog this season, bring it here to Double D. Double D processes hogs and exotic game and guarantees your product is always the meat you brought to Double D.
Double D Meats in Bogalusa, home of country smoked, spicy jalapeno cheddar, and other customized flavors.
Bring your deer or your hog here to Double D, where you always get your meat back in return. It's worth a drive to Bogalusa from anywhere. Double D. Become a supporter of the Louisiana Wildlife Agents Association today by visiting supportlwaa.org. Browse the selection of exclusive gear, including t-shirts in a variety of colors and styles, plus hats, koozies, and more. Gear up today and support the LWAA. Well, I've been promoting the STAR Tournament on radio and TV since the very beginning, and I've watched this rodeo grow from really small roots to a mighty oak. It's now really the biggest, longest, and the richest tournament in Louisiana history.
Well, you know, we pride ourselves on having one of the largest tournaments on the coast with over 13,000 anglers. You know, when we first started this thing, there were a handful of redfish tagged and not many prizes, and now we've got 25 divisions and people from all over, truly the country, participating in this great event. So I took it over, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, and we keep trying to expand it ever since then, basically trying to attract more people, and that comes in divisions and better prizes. We tag 100 fish. Typically we have 4 or 5 winners, but typically we have even more losers. So you don't want to be one of the anglers without a STAR ticket before you catch it. All it takes is one cast, and you don't want to eat a $40,000 fish. This is what you're looking for, red tag. You know, we produce the yellow tags as well for the tagging program. The red ones win you trucks, travel trailers, and boats. So this is what you're looking for. We're going to tag it and put it back in the live well, and then we're going to put it out in in a place that everybody can get to. Over time, that tag will lay down. So if you start catching redfish during the day, make sure you flip it over on each side, see if it's there. Sometimes they'll have algae on it. This is what you're looking for. It's a red tag. It says CCA Louisiana STAR on it and a serial number, and it also has a phone number. But the way this works is if you catch it, head to the closest weigh station. We've got 30 across the coast.
And I got to tell you one thing about the CCA Star Rodeo. A lot of people say that, you know, is it rigged? Is it fair? The one thing about this event, they maintain their integrity. And if someone wins a prize in Star, you can rest assured that they certainly deserved it.
From Grand Isle to West Simulaire along our coastline, we got plenty of good trout. 3 to 5, 6 pound. There's some 6 still swimming around there. I mean, in the meat of the summertime, I do a lot of 3 and 4 pound fish, which is good fish. But even at that point, you got to start ignoring those fish and just start throwing big live bait for them, whether it be big pogies or big croakers.
Oh. I do not think this will cut it in the Star tournament, not even for any division that we have for trout. I get asked all the time, what's the best way to win Star? And truly, it is enter your kids, grandkids, and their friends into the tournament. A youth angler, all they have to do is catch a trout or a flounder over 14 inches, and then you bring it to a weigh station, or you can send a picture of the fish on a ruler with the kid in the background and email it directly to me at rad@ccalouisiana.com. We put their name in a hopper, and usually it's a 1 in 100 chance that they're going to end up winning a boat, motor, and trailer package. And the best part about it is they're also eligible for all the adult divisions as well. And we'd love to give them a new travel trailer or a brand new Nautic Star if they catch a prize-winning fish.
My name is Marinfield, and I won this boat in the CCA Star Tournament.
My name is Ethan, and I won this boat by fishing the CCA Star Tournament.
Because he actually hasn't caught many trout in his life, believe it or not. That was probably like, what, your 6th, 7th, 8th trout, maybe? 8th trout in his life, and he won a boat on his 8th trout in his life. That's pretty good.
Besides the youth category of being a best chance to win, you know, people ask us all the time, how can we get involved? How can I have a shot? And the number one answer I give them is go get on a charter boat. Those guys are on the water every day. They know where the fish are. Hire them. You're more than welcome to participate, and you don't have to even battle against them. We have a captain's division, but it is only based on whether you, the angler, end up on the final leaderboard or not. So it has nothing to do with them. Get on one of these charter boats, and they, like you saw today with Captain Chad Billiot or with Martha Offshore, these people will help you out and get you on a prize-winning fish quicker than you can do it by yourself.
As a guide, fortunate enough to be on the water pretty much constantly, I just follow them from the spawn to the shallow part, where they be arch reefs, on the beach line, to sandboards, wherever, to when they're spawning in that part of the moon, to where they're pulling back into, say, 5 to 7 foot zones around satellite rigs, platforms, open bays, whatever. You got to bounce from what we do as a guide from the spawn zone, because they're going to do it every month, to when they finish their spawning, coming back and looking for schools of shrimp and just being in that area, but looking for that quality fish. You got to stick to where the quality one's going to be at, and that's going to be in deeper water. As it heats up 7, 8, 9 foot of water, sometimes you're catching those bigger fish.
Delta Marina is Plaquemines Parish fishing one-stop. Get live bait, fuel, ice, tackle, and marine supplies. Then launch into the world's most productive saltwater fishing. Return to the fishing cleaning station, relax in first-class cabins overlooking the bayou, all in Delta Marina's safety video-monitored parking lot. Need a fishing charter guide? Delta Marina can hook you up. Cook your catch in your kitchenette or dine in the upstairs restaurant. Visit Delta Marina for a day or a week. Stop in just off Highway 11 down Rosemarie Drive in Empire. Visit thedeltamarina.com.
In Louisiana, food brings everyone together. These are the flavors that make friends out of total strangers. The flavors that remind you of home. It's the meals you crave, that take time, that show love. Because in Louisiana, we cook. And we know that when we come together to cook and eat, life gets better. So pull up a chair, leave room for seconds, and pass a good time. Because life needs Louisiana flavor, baby.
One of the reasons why Double D has been around for 50 years is because we are consistent with what built the business. And we go to great lengths to make sure that when you bring a deer or a hog or whatever it may be, your meat stays your meat all the way through the process. But we want to be as true to the original intent, which is a local meat company. And that's something that we want to maintain for as long as the Lord lets us do it.
Some things in life smell delicious. Others, not so much. Like a gas leak. Propane, for instance, is naturally odorless. That's why we add strong odorants to alert you if there is a leak. So if you ever smell gas, turn your system off at the tank and call your propane dealer immediately. Propane is a safe and exceptional fuel, and we want to keep it that way.
All right, it's a redfish frenzy. Over the years, I've seen the people catch fish. I've seen people win trucks. I've seen them win boats. I've seen them lose them. One of the early years, I actually was a star winner. I caught a third place Dorado, and I got a really nice offshore tackle package. But unfortunately, I have yet to catch up with one of those tagged redfish and drive out of there with a brand new truck.
The way it works is the tournament ends on Labor Day. Once we tabulate all the leaderboard and make sure everybody's good to go, we will have our annual Star Awards banquet at the end of October in Baton Rouge at Live Oak Arabians. It is a really cool place. It's Arabian horse farm, and it allows us to bring in all the prizes into one facility and let a couple thousand people show up.
Hey folks, it's Rad Trasher from CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana STAR Tournament. We are here at the STAR Banquet. We're going to give a lot of prizes away, over $750,000 in prizes. And I'm here with the new STAR Tournament Director, Sam Hopper. Sam, you set a record on attendance or participants in STAR this year, giving away a lot of prizes. How you feel on your first one?
It's truly my first rodeo. I'm glad it's here. We had a great year. The crazy thing about this year though is most of the winners you're seeing tonight came from a kayak. So it just goes to show you whether you're on a boat, bank, kayak, it doesn't matter. You can be a winner in the STAR tournament.
Well put. That was like a seasoned veteran. So once again, we appreciate all of you participating. If you're not here tonight, I'm sorry, you're going to miss a great party at the CCA Louisiana STAR Banquet at Live Oak at Cedar Lodge on Jefferson Highway in Baton Rouge.
My name is John Thornton. I just won this truck from the CCA STAR Tournament.
John, congratulations. It's a beautiful truck. Where are you from, John?
DeRidder, Louisiana.
All right, great. And tell us a little bit about the winning fish. Where'd you catch it at? What were you fishing with?
Yes, I was fishing on Calcasieu Lake and back behind the weirs called Grand Lake. And I was just fishing. Now, there's a little story behind this. I don't eat fish and I don't keep fish. Normally I catch and release, but my wife called me and said, look, her aunt wants some fish for a fish fry. So I started catching fish and I just caught my limit and put it in the box. When I went to the cleaning table, I was notified by a person there, said, hey, there's something there on that fish. And then there was the tag. Of course, it was covered with some algae and things like that, and I didn't see it. And that's when I noticed that I had the fish and got it done. But I would like to say I've been a CCA member when it was called GCCA.
Yeah, a long time
and,
ago.
And I want to thank the CCA for their sponsorship and also what they do and how they recognize the coastal along the Gulf Coast. I want to thank you, and I'm a strong supporter, and I believe in the CCA, and I believe in what it stands for.
Hey, Stephen, congratulations on winning this beautiful Michelob Ultra boat. It's a beautiful boat. So where are you from?
Lake Charles, Louisiana.
All right, great. And tell us a little bit about where you caught the fish at and what you were using for bait and so forth.
So I was using live shad, and I caught it on the north end of Calcasieu Lake on Big Lake, and me and my buddy actually went out there. He won the Calcutta division, and we caught a couple of trout over 5 pounds one day, and I went back after and caught the big girl, the 7-pounder.
Awesome. So how long have you been fishing in Calcasieu Lake?
Since I could basically walk.
Oh, all right, yes, great, man. So a long time.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's awesome. So that was earlier in the tournament that you caught it?
Probably the second or third week.
That's what I recall.
Yes,
well,
sir.
great. Well, congratulations.
I appreciate
Beautiful
it.
boat.
Thank
all
you
right.
so much.
My name is Davey Bro. I won this boat in the CCA STAR Tournament. Well, it was a Thursday afternoon. I was able to get off and do a little fishing for a tournament. Actually, it was the Blue Boot Tournament. I bought my ticket. I hit the water at 6 o'clock in the evening. At 7 o'clock, I hooked onto a 6.74 pound trout that I thought was a bull red. A little nervous, didn't think I'd get him in the boat, but I did, and the rest is history. It was a great trip. July 6th, actually, I caught the fish, weighed him at Bridgeside, and had to sweat it out for 2 months. But apparently, it was worth the wait because nobody else topped that fish. So it was nice to catch on the beach in Grand Isle, where I've been fishing for 15 years. I've won second place in the STAR in 2017 kayak division. So, but never won first, never won a boat. So this is pretty nice.
All right, Kevin, congratulations on this big snapper. Tell us a little bit about it and where you catch him and what'd you catch him on and all that.
We caught him on dead cut bait, tuna bellies,
yeah,
in the mouth and in the water.
So no secrets, huh?
Oh yeah, there's secrets there, but I'm gonna keep them.
My name is Jacob Rodriguez, and I won a boat from the CCA STAR Tournament.
We love our children. We protect them. We guide them. We prepare them for life in the world. With all that we do, from deep in our hearts, we cannot control all things. Life-threatening illnesses and disabilities affect far too many of our children each year. While we cannot change the circumstance, we can make dreams come true. Dreams to provide hope, to provide spiritual healing and strength, to provide moments of happiness and relief in the hardest of times. We can give a glimmer of light and hope in a time of darkness and despair. Join huntofalifetime.org to help make dreams come true, to provide hope for children with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Hunt of a Lifetime is a non-profit organization fulfilling dreams for hunting and fishing trips to youth 21 and under with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Visit huntofalifetime.org to learn how you can make a difference.
Sign up for the CCA STAR Tournament today. Celebrate 30 years with bigger boats, bigger engines, and more ways to win. There's a division for everyone. Catch a tagged redfish, win a truck. Catch the biggest speckled trout, win a boat. Catch a yellowfin tuna, win a golf cart. Plus a special youth division. And you can even win by just signing up. Don't go fishing without your STAR ticket. Visit ccastar.com to sign up today.
Do you want to make sure you're doing things right when boating in Louisiana?
Make sure every occupant in your vessel is wearing the right type and size life jacket before leaving the dock. Size information for the intended wearer can be found on the information panel.
Make sure you stay safely to the right side of the waterway when you're operating in a narrow channel. Always choose to go right when it is safe and practical.
Make sure you're operating at the right speed for the given conditions every time you're boating. Just because your boat can safely travel at higher speeds in perfect conditions doesn't mean it should in a chop or when encountering other wigs or maneuvers.
In Louisiana, the best way to make sure that you're doing things the right way on the water is by attending and completing one of our boating safety education courses. Learn more and book a course at www.wlf.la.gov. These NASBA-approved courses are statistically proven to save lives. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
When it comes to doing your thing on Louisiana waters, do the right thing.
Welcome back. We're at one of our favorite places, White Oak Estate and Gardens in Baton Rouge. Good to see you again, Chef.
It's always good to have y'all here. The place brightens up when y'all show up.
Well,
so
we
I'm
love
happy
coming
about
here,
that.
and we love to eat, so it's a great marriage
Well,
of the
good.
two. So what are we making today?
Man, what a great, great dish. This is one of the dishes that we get called upon all the time to say we love that dish. It's simple to do. It's regional. It's seasonal. And this is just our crawfish stuffed pasta shells. Kids love it.
Yes.
Mom loves to do it. It's easy to do. You can do them in advance, put them in the freezer,
Yep.
pull them out when you need them. Sauce is easy to do. So you ready to cook?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to start off by actually making the sauce itself. So you stir that. I'm going to put in, as always, our Trinity, right? Onion, celery, bell pepper, and everything we do. And I'm never that interested in how much vegetables. You know, people, a cup to this. You know what?
It's whatever you want.
Do what Grandma used to do. You know, just do what Grandma used to do.
Yes.
Yeah, so stir that around real nice. So we're just going to wilt the onion, celery, bell pepper, the Trinity. Then we're going to come in, of course, with crawfish, because we're making a crawfish cardinal sauce. We're going to stir that around. A little tomato, because that's going to give us the flavor we're looking for. Now, once you're stirring that around, I need to thicken it.
Right.
So we're going to make just a white roux. Normally, you know, we make that dark brown roux, taking our oil and flour, getting that smoke up. But this, we want to lighten it up a little bit, but we want the crawfish to shine. That roux will thicken it up a little bit too much. So I'm going to put a white flour in here and let you stir that in. So we're making a blonde roux rather than a dark roux, right?
And you know, this is something, if you have a crawfish boil and you just had too many crawfish and you want to peel them and use something.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead now and add a little bit of my heavy whipping cream, because it is a nice, and then I'm going to have my shellfish stock. I want to have just enough in there to have just a really good sauce finish to it. I don't want it to be too thin. You're getting used, and I'll go ahead and do this while
Good, my arm was getting more out
there. and look at the consistency of this. You see how thick this is? Yeah, I want to make sure that I'm getting that creamy look. Now I can thin it out as much as I want. I wanted to add all of my cream first.
Just tell your kids if they're picky eaters, they're getting macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
Yeah,
so they don't know.
yeah. I'll tell them, go outside and play. Get out of here.
Get out of the kitchen.
I'm going to add a little bit more to this. I want to get a sauce consistency, and I'm going to let this simmer while you want to bring this up to a nice little simmer that's going to thicken the roux in here, and now all of that crawfish and everything can add flavor to it. Are you ready to make that stuff?
I'm ready. Got the big old food processor, garlic,
onion, celery, bell pepper, garlic, all of that, and use use your own too. I mean, and you can get this in the store already. Chop all those lazy cooks out there.
Right.
You know,
time savers.
Yep. That's right. Crawfish going into it.
Crawfish.
Yep. Egg, and
how many eggs?
That's gonna hold it all together. That's 3 of them in there, but you know,
nice and whipped up.
Most of the time we don't like to measure. You know.
Yeah. A little of this, little of that.
Yeah, a little of that. Put your and the recipes. You know, we have all the recipes done for you, and then of course the cheese. And then you know how to operate that machine, right?
Every time I cook, my friends ask me, well, I need the recipe. I said, you're going to have to come over because I don't really know what I put in here.
Yeah, just go ahead now, just pulverize that up real nice. Just kind of get it all going in there. And we might want to open it up and put a little bit more seasoning in it because I'll add a little bit of this nice garlic in there. I'm going to add more of the, and the pepper is to taste, of course, however you like it. Always a little salt, don't over season, and put in a little bit at a time. Don't kind of throw it all in. You don't want to get ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
That's right. You can't take it out. All right. How's that looking?
Getting there.
Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
All right.
The sauce here is really nice. It's bubbling beautifully, and we've already seasoned it. Now it's gorgeous, just nice and creamy. Look how beautiful that is, huh? So that's going to be done right here. Now, you ready to stuff these out?
Yes.
We're taking the shells, and we've poached them in just a little chicken stock. You can do shellfish stock as well. And you don't want to overcook them. You want them just to be nice
So
and...
you don't rip them.
Yeah, and you have your stuffing already done. I know you have some done already. So we're stuffing it really good. Now they're going right into the pot here. And of course I'm gonna cook the shells. I don't want to
So if you're going to poach these shells, how long do you want to cook them so that they're not overcooked?
Well, you know, normally you bring your lightly salted water to a rolling boil, and it takes about 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay, so about half the time you'd normally
But you want to also remember that you're going to cook these shells again in the sauce, and
you don't want it turning into soup.
Well, in the starch is going to actually thicken the sauce a little bit more. That's why we have a little extra sauce as we go. So these are looking really beautiful here. It's a dish that's easy to do. It's seasonal, it's regional, families invited, kids can learn to cook from it.
And it plates up beautifully too. It looks gourmet.
Look at this right here. Look how beautiful that is, huh?
Yeah, that's wonderful.
The colors are gorgeous. It's eye appealing. It's tempting to eat. It's seasonal. I mean, what else do you want?
You don't even really need a fork. You could just pick them up by hand.
Well, that's normally what happens.
All right, let's go.
That's normally what happens. Grab one of those and get a bite, huh? Might be a little hot in your mouth there. What do you think, huh?
Yep. Delicious.
Oh my God, I know it's
love
gonna
it.
be good. Anyway, hey.
Need a little more sauce.
You know how to make? Well, you know what? Let me get some of this good hot sauce for you. Right there. Let me get a little juice on that for you. Okay.
Now we're getting messy.
Let me tell you what, lock the screen door, baby. They're coming in.
They're
Lock the
coming in
screen
good.
door. They're coming. Get them out. Get them out here. Lock that door.
Stuffed crawfish shells, cardinal. Delicious.
Nothing better than this. Well, shouldn't say nothing better, but
Not
pretty
much.
doggone good.
Not much. Oh, that's so good.
Beautiful.